So right now she can't get it because we got all of her black market suppliers shut down, and she can't get her baby blood. She can't get to eat none of them babies. So she's shriveling up. So we gonna strangle her on the fuck out, because we gonna try to keep this from spilling over into a massive ordeal when it doesn't have to, right? So, if y'all know anybody in the nation, make sure y'all share this video with them right here, because this is critical. And this is what Farrakhan's supposed to be doing. This is what the orders is in order to move with the least amount of resistance. First of all, before I go to what he got to do, I have to do this openly and publicly. I have to have this order given to Farrakhan openly and publicly. I can't do it using backdoor and clandestine methods. That's the old way of keeping the people in the dark of what was taking place, and that's how they was able to keep everybody in bondage. So this is to break the chains. Hey, how you doing, Malika? So if we're going to break the chains, we got to do it the opposite. If they use divide and conquer, we got to use the unity doctrine. If they attack our righteous, we got to defend our righteous. But we don't have to always resort to foolishness. We don't have to do that. But there's a certain way, according to protocol, in which Judgment Day is called. First, one of the righteous had to be condemned publicly like Farrakhan was a couple days ago, so that we have an opportunity to defend righteousness by defending a righteous man. And so when that happened, that set a series of events into motion now, because he already have been declared as a righteous man by the Queen of Heaven and Earth. Now, Farrakhan gave a beautiful Savior's Day address. If you knew your history and you knew how to read the signs, you would know that he was giving a very specific message to somebody about a letter, about rewriting it, correcting your grammar. Those were signs to say, hey, tighten up. Who you say you is, you out of order. What Farrakhan didn't know is those were the things needed to be sure that the infiltrators, somebody leaked the information to them that was available. Because I had a feeling that the infiltrators had the documents, I end up not watching Savior's Day until after the Nipsey Hussle funeral, which led me to watch then the Nipsey Hussle funeral that I didn't have previously want to see. And then everything started to click. So here's what Farrakhan supposed to do according to the prophecy and according to the time and the agenda. He gave the message, time dictates the agenda. This is Judgment Day, day 7. May Day was day 1. There's 3 periods. By the 14th will be the second period of the 7 days. And after that, the 21st will be the last. By then, everybody gonna know. So Farrakhan had to make it known that the CEOs that's sucking the blood out of these common working people had to answer for their greed and their indiscretion, and that the prophecy be fulfilled that the Son of Man rise out of Orion. It's necessary. They got to come down there, and they have to make these people whole. And at that juncture, we got to identify exactly who this Christ character is that everybody is waiting on. And so these are orders, Farrakhan. This is what we got to do. You got to send them 3 CEOs down there to make these people whole. And these people have to be made whole to begin the judgment process on the next phase, which I also have been instructed to show the ministers of the Nation of Islam how Farrakhan was shown to be righteous before the Queen of Heaven and Earth and the Son of Man. So that has to be done with only FOI ministers, only Nation of Islam. Farrakhan may invite 5 percenters, and he may invite any branch, Silas Muhammad, Son of Man, etc. He may invite any of their ministers to know why Farrakhan was declared a righteous man in detail, which includes Malcolm X, which includes Dianetics, which includes the Million Man March, and any other grievances that I had been presented with about him. So these things got to be cleared up to his ministers. So when they declare him unrighteous, they know how to defend him according to the facts, what really took place. And so from there, when they come down there, there will be another set of orders that would have to go out. But until then, that's the first thing, because before the proclamation or before the recompense of the righteous, we have to first identify the Christ publicly. And so Farrakhan can post it on the front page of the Final Call. God told Big 3 report to Orient Assembly to compensate workers. And Mary Bear got the information already. She the one that was directly contacted. There's also a current employee down there that has a copy of the email as a witness. Because there's a witness there, all of it, every step of the way. It's a witness. And so, as the system begin to be put back together and the imposters be revealed, see, this is what y'all gonna get to understand. And y'all gonna get to understand a lot about your own history that you've been right in front of your face, and they lied to you about it and told you do not see exactly what you think you see, because you did see exactly what you thought you saw. But you allowed yourself to be bamboozled. They told you that rabbit in front of you was a kitten, and you fell for it. But you knew it was a rabbit in your mind. You was like, that's a damn rabbit. Why are you telling me it's a kitten? So, when we get the Big 3 to compensate the workers correctly, that's the first step, because there we identify the Christ, and that's the changing of the guard, phase 1. So this can't be a secret video. I have to make it public. And I have to do it like this because now it's time stamped, date stamped. So nobody can't say it didn't happen. You can't say that I didn't give advance notice to Francis, the Pope-ass talking mule, to get out to Vatican when he start rotting. He gonna rot right in front of y'all face. So he know. That's why he over there scared to death right now. He know. He already know. The same with the queen. That's why she over there laying down sick, talking about, I don't feel good, because we won't let her get that baby blood to sustain her vampire ways. Stinking tramp. Gonna stop them from eating our babies. We gonna stop these motherfucking psychopaths from abusing us as humans, period. Turning us on each other like we fighting dogs. We ain't falling for the divide and conquer. So when the ministers send them down there, plaster that shit on the Final Call if they won't give you a press conference. That's enough circulation, because when the 100 monkey effect take effect, that bitch gonna start breaking down if she don't answer. And she got 7 days from the day that he tell her before she be subject to a life of poverty. Because you're not going to keep abusing these people and An all righteous God gonna sit back and watch and not make you motherfuckers pay. So, that's what we supposed to do, Farrakhan. Out in the open. We can't do it as a secret. That's the old way. That's the old regime. They already know I'm here. They didn't send people to they didn't put boots on the ground and talk to me. You know, they didn't send COINTELPRO to talk to me. I have witnesses. I had a whole room full of people. I identified him in front of all of them. Made him identify himself and who he came with. Then showed them who he was and who he came from. So it ain't no secret. They know they know I'm here. They asked me, what do I want? I said, I want you to make my people right. I want you to stop mistreating and disrespecting my people. So he had to go back and take that mess. Donald Trump told that wench to settle that shit now. So he know what's up. That's why he stopped talking about the wall. I told him I wasn't going to march the dead on Cinco de Mayo if he did his part with draining the swamp. Pretty good job, I must say. I would have did it publicly, but that he's under the old law, so he had to do it his way. They all know. It's not a secret. We ain't keeping no secrets on my watch. We ain't finna be hiding no kids in nobody's closet so they can play with them later on. We not finna do that on my watch. So first we got to get the workers to understand their power and to understand they're not powerless against these juggernauts and these oligarchies. Yep, I said oligarchy. I know words. So from here, I got to get the message out. I got to give the Nation of Islam Ministry the full breakdown on Farrakhan's exoneration from the false claims that he was an unrighteous man before the throne of God. I have to give it to the ministers first. The fruit got to get the information first. So this is where we going from here. Circulated it, you know. See how much you really want to be free from the oppression. See how bad you want these police to stop shooting these kids in the back. These unarmed black men. They ain't telling you about the white ones they shooting though. You got to remember that. It's a reason, and I'm going to tell y'all all of that. They ain't just shooting the niggas. I want y'all to understand that. They shooting the white boys too, but it's a reason. It's a reason they not reporting that they shooting the white people. They shooting everybody. But they reporting the ones that they want to get up in arms. Don't fall for the dopey dope. Don't fall for it. So, the police, they not doing what you think they doing. See, their job is not what you think it is. We got to pull all these skeletons out the closet in order for us to tumble the Babylonian Empire. I can hear Farrakhan now. Babylon the Great is falling. Babylon the Great is falling. Oh man, ain't that something? Yeah, that bitch fell. Oh, Farrakhan, just so you know, in the slave name is the cloak. And now it's the humiliation to the enemy for not recognizing the very signs that they was looking for exactly in the slave name. Because while COINTELPRO was looking everywhere else, I was watching their ass. You can't stop the rise of the gods. I mean, you can try, and you're gonna fail miserably. So we don't have to do no right now no drama. See, all of the destruction took place already, right in front of y'all face. And a lot of people wasn't reading the signs. So when I tell the ministry Farrakhan's exoneration from the involvement with Malcolm X and why Malcolm himself told me what happened and what that situation was about, and later was confirmed by the messenger Elijah Muhammad himself. And so Farrakhan takes no weight for Malcolm, and the minister Malcolm thought it was quite funny, and that I have to talk to the fruit about that. As far as Dianetics, well, I sent him there. It's a piece of information you need to break the mental chain. It's in the original book Dianetics. It's a couple of pieces there's a couple keys there. I have to show them to his ministers first before I reveal them to the public, because they have to know why he was sent there. Also, the Khalid Muhammad situation. His ministers has to get that information first. And most of it they probably already know. But I have to point everything out with references so that they know how the information was relayed in order to exonerate those charges of Farrakhan of being a traitor and a hypocrite and a whatever else they called him for those things. And so that's what we have to do after the announcement that the Big Three is supposed to report to the Orient Assembly, so that we can identify exactly who the Christ is, and that we can compensate the people for the greed of the oligarchies, these ruling corporations that had a plan in play that I interrupted to resign these workers to a life of permanent poverty. They're not going to do it on my watch. All of the righteous going to be rewarded. They suffered already. They earned it. And all of those people that's hard workers and they doing the right thing, they going to be rewarded. They going to be properly compensated for their efforts. So these corporations not finna rape these people. All of the systems is broke. Take the corruption out and you fix them. And the easiest way to take the corruption out is shift the power from the top to the mass. You shift it to the mass by giving them power of their own life. And if you give them the power to their own life, you liberate them all. So we can't do this in secret. That's not a secret no more. The black guys have returned. The guardians of the galaxy and the guardians of the planet Earth have awakened. My brother before me came with the master keys, with the 22 months of vexation and grievances. I heard them all. And you waited 22 years for this day. It's here. This is Judgment Day. This is day 7. So, keep y'all eyes on the Pope. Keep y'all eyes on the Queen. If he don't start marching them pedophile priests out of there soon and restore the Black Madonna to her rightful place as the head of the Catholic Church, tell him. I already told him. It's dated it was alive, and it's time stamped. And you can pull the video up as an open letter from the Prince of Peace. And the letter was to the Queen, or is about the Queen, the Pope, and these greedy ass motherfucking automakers that want to suck the life out the people and continuously suck, take, and suck, while they continuously have all this fucking money up at the top, like these people don't deserve nothing for their labor and their effort. That's unfair and unjust. If we gonna make it just, we got to start at the bottom and to start with the worker. And the prophecy says that the Son of Man has to rise out of Orion. The Son of Man has to come from the right hand. Michigan is the right hand. It's not a joke. It's not a secret. And it's not a game. Watch the Queen suffer. And you will know that I'm not joking. Follow the timestamp. Now the Queen she won't be here past June the 1st. But from the day Mary Bear get the open message that she better get them other 2 assholes down to Orion so we can make these people whole. Once he get that message, Mary Bear gonna have 7 days. And she better hope the Queen don't die before they up. Or until the Queen die. That's up to mama. Mary Bear got 7 days from the time the minister tell her or she will be resigned to a life of utter poverty. She will lose everything she had on the 7th day. She had already been warned. This is her second and last warning. Her next warning come when the minister tell her to make her third warning. Okay? So we're not going to count what Trump told her because she thought Trump was telling her something to make a political move, and I can understand that. That's reasonable. But when I verified it, okay, it might be. This is the second one. This so she'll know that it's not nothing to do with Trump and his politics. I don't do nothing with their politics. I don't got nothing to do with me. And so from there, I'll be looking for some outreach from some fruit so I can get the ministers the information they need to defend Farrakhan against the charges of being unrighteous, because he done already been declared righteous. So ain't nothing they can do about it. They can't undo it, and they can't touch him. They know he off limits now. And his immediate circle is off limits. They can't touch no, it's a hedge of protection around. I mean, that hedge is a big circle, but you don't know how big it is. Get too close and you'll burn your own self. Don't worry about it, Farrakhan. We don't got no resistance down here.